So I realise it's been a while since I've made a video on the Hillfield Light Railway. So I thought it'd be nice to do a video showing me steam up me live steamers and basically giving you an update on what I've been up to with regarding the Garden Railway. So a couple of updates, main one being with the Accucraft Caradoc, which you can see in shot now. That has had a bit of work done to it, getting it converted to radio control. So now it has control on the regulator and the reverser, which makes operating it on the Hillfield Light Railway a much more pleasant experience. The other things that I've had done to it, well, I've had some name and number plates made for it on what used to be Narrow Planet, which I now believe is called like Railway Stores. And I have named the locomotive Sutton after the two local villages of Little Sutton and Great Sutton, where like I said, the local, that's where I live. So, and the only other thing I have done to it is made a rudimentary smoke box start for it, as the one supplied broke off and was literally impossible to get back on. So I have made one out of nut and bolt and a few washers, and whilst it doesn't look prototypical, it looks the part and it serves its purpose of being able to open up the smoke box door. So I'm happy enough with that. And so here we are, I am running it in, making sure all the oil and water is gone out of the cylinders. No condensates have gathered up, it's all clear and running nice and smoothly, which it is. And then I will just turn the gas down and then run it round to the front of the train so we can start running up and down the line. One note to take from this running session that I found is that I will need to give some attention to the packing on the cylinders, as she was passing quite a lot of steam when she was running along, and especially in reverse gear I found she was quite reluctant to get moving, so I almost as if it hit a dead spot, so I had to put it in forward gear, move it forward just a little bit, get it rolling, and then whack it into reverse just to make sure she would get moving in reverse. Not ideal, but then again, not uncommon with steam locos. I've had plenty of experiences on the full size thing where an engine's hit a dead spot and doesn't want to go in the direction you want it to, so you have to throw it in the other direction to get it rolling, and then quickly roll it back into the direction you want, and they usually, 9 times out of 10, they can move. So I'll leave with these shots of the Caradoc or Sutton running along the railway. Another update from the last video is that the run round loop at the bottom end of the railway has now been completed. So I can now run my engines around the trains at both ends of the line, which is a fantastic bonus. It means I'm no longer having to use or push stock along the line just to switch tracks, so I can put the engine at the right end of the train ready for a return journey. It can all now just run around its train quite happily. So that's something that has made running the railway a much more pleasant experience. Now that Sutton's gas tank is now emptied, I now switch over to the second live steamer that I have in my collection. This is a Roundhouse Lady Anne, which I bought back in beginning of June this year, just after I'd made the previous video. And this loco, well, it opened my eyes to, well, the Roundhouse live steamers. There is such a huge difference between a Roundhouse Lady Anne and a Accucraft Caradoc. There is no comparison. It's just a superior loco. I found it on eBay for a reasonable price, and so took the plunge to buy it. Had a few things to sort out on it when I got it. The pressure gauge was broken, so I had to have that replaced. When I had replaced the pressure gauge, I found that it was not making enough pressure, or wasn't making the certified pressure. So I had to adjust the safety valves to get it to work properly, or to work at the working pressure, which would explain when I first tried to run it, it seemed to have no guts whatsoever. But now it works at the recommended working pressure. There's a lot of guts in it. It's a powerful little thing. The other modifications I've done is I've fitted a running board to it from Locoworks. And again, similar to Sutton, I have fitted name and number plates, given us the engine the number 3, and labelled it the Lady Lorna. So again, with this one, I'm just clearing out the cylinders of any water and oil, so it runs nice and freely. Again, radio control fitted. The main reason why I decided to buy this one, I didn't want to have to be retrofitting it later on. But yeah, this was the one that really made the choice to have them fitted radio control, like, really, really good call. It's just so much more fun to have the radio control fitted, especially for a gun railway like the Hillfield Light Railway, where it's an end-to-end operation. And so here we are with a few shots of Lady Lorna on the Hillfield Light Railway. Enjoy.